Hey yo, what is going on today, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, man, we have the Fast and Furious Sean's Mustang 2+2 fastback, man. I did tell you guys last video when we done this exact car, but with a little bit less horsepower, man, I did say that I would do Sean's actual Mustang, man. Hopefully you guys all enjoy this video, and as always, man, I shall catch you guys after the intro. Alright guys, so like I said, man, 450 horsepower with 548 newton meters of torque, 1,237 kg of weight. So as I said, man, it is a little bit quicker, bro. It's a little bit quicker, a little bit more horsepower than the old one. I say the old one, the other one that we did earlier in the week. This is obviously a little bit quicker, man. So hopefully you guys enjoy this little build, man, of Sean's Mustang. Obviously we have got the paint on here. We've got the rims. I think the rims are as close to as we can get on this game. I do try and every Fast and Furious build that I do try and get exactly right and 100% to the film that I can in Forza, obviously. So with that in mind, we have the 2.6 liter i6 double T, which is the RB26 engine. So we have got the RB26 engine in this thing. We are running obviously stock rear wheel drive here. So like you say, man, coming on to the build exactly the same as last time. Straight front bumper here on the front, and on the rear wing we have stock rear wing as well. Stock rear bumper. We got the stock actually side skirts this time coming in here. We have obviously the stock bonnet as well. Like I said though, coming in with the tires, the tire compound, we've got stock tire compound on there. We are also running stock front width here, stock rear width as well. For the rims, for those of you guys that are interested in seeing what rims we have here, we've got the Kong Afterburner rims. So if you guys are interested in getting this build exactly like how I have, then we have there the rims that I'm running on here, as well as obviously the paint is, you can pretty much find the paint anywhere, if I'm going to be honest with you. If you type in Fast and Furious, Sean's paint usually does come up here with the paint shop and everything like that. But obviously this paint I feel is probably as close to as it's going to be, especially with the green and everything like that. I feel like it is definitely 100%. But like I say, let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Let me know what you guys think, if it is or isn't the correct color. But anyway, moving on though to the front rim size, we have a 16-inch rim here in the front and also in the back. We've got the front track width here upgraded by just one here, so we got upgraded front track width here just by one, and also in the rear too, only by one here. Moving on though, in the drivetrain, we have the race clutch here, we've got the race transmission, we've got a race driveline and a race differential here. Obviously all that stuff being able for us to tune our car fully. With the race brakes as well, man, we've got the race brakes here, drift springs and dampeners with the performance and handling. We have the race front anti-roll bars here and race rear anti-roll bars. We got the race roll cage here, and we have a race weight reduction, pulling us down to 1,237 kg, man. Obviously, you guys, if you guys have seen last week's video, or a few days ago, actually, if you guys have seen a few days ago with this car, man, we were running 1,300 kg of weight here with the race weight reduction. So adding this engine has actually knocked off 100 kg of weight, which isn't too bad at all. Moving on though, as you guys know, to the most important bit, the engine. We have a race intake here, we have a race fuel system, we have a race ignition, we have a race exhaust, we have a stock cams and valves here, we got race valves, we got a stock engine block, we have race pistons and compression, we got stock twin turbos, we got a stock intercooler, we have stock oil and coolant, and we have a race flywheel. Now, just a quick thing to note here, this is one of my old builds actually. Looking at the upgrades that we have here in the car, I would usually swap out most of the stuff here with a camshaft and maybe a turbo if there is enough horsepower to go around here. But like I said, man, this is one of the older builds that I have here with obviously different parts in the engine. Now, don't worry guys, even though I have said that is one of my older builds, the tune is obviously brand new. I have actually tweaked this car quite a bit to make it stand out and drift exactly how I like it to drift. So do not worry about that. Obviously, this is just literally engine parts are fairly older. But anyway, moving on now to the tune. So exactly like I said in the performance menu parts, man, like I said, the tune is brand new pretty much, is all of the stuff that I'd usually use right now if I was going to go and tune a car. As you can see by the 50 PSI upgrades, I have obviously tuned this car very recently. So without further ado, man, as you guys already seen, tire pressure here, we've got the 50 PSI here on the front and the back. Obviously brand new to what I usually drift nowadays. I used to drift only 45 PSI in the front and the back, but now we have moved on to 50 PSI. Moving on to the gearings though, we got 3.00 on the final drive here. First we have 4.38, second we have 2.54, third we have 2.18, fourth we have 1.47, fifth we have 1.24, and sixth we have 1.10. So if you guys already know, man, like I said, my second gear is the main gear for this car as usual, with third being a little bit of a push. Now if you guys want to as well, you guys can obviously pause the video and make sure you get these gears noted down 100% to what they are on my screen. But anyway though, moving on to alignment here, we got negative 5.0 degrees in the front, and in the rear we have negative 4.5. Moving on to the toe, we got front 1.0 degrees in the front, and in the rear we have negative 0.2. In the angle front caster we have 6.5. Moving on though to anti-roll bars now, springs, dampeners, and aero. I do not touch any of this stuff, man, so if you guys have a specific way you guys like this car to run, or you have a specific way in general that you guys like the cars to run in Horizon 4, man, be sure to change this up and make what suits for you. Moving on though to the brakes though, we have 60% in the brake balance, and in the brake pressure we have 70%. Moving on to the differential, we have 100% in both front and the back, man. Be sure to, or the front acceleration and deceleration, 100% in both, man. So that way we have the rear wheel spinning up like absolute madness. Now, just a quick note for the brakes here. We've got 70% here on the pressure. That is because obviously when you are tandeming in a train and you guys are in quite close, man, you want to be able to hit that brake so that way you are being able to keep up with the person in front of you, and obviously not pulling the handbrake or having the brake pressure on 100 will obviously stop you and pull you away from that person in front. Not to mention the people that are behind you trying to tandem with you. If you have a higher brake pressure or you decide to pull the handbrake, that is going to be harder for them to follow you and might end up with them colliding with your car. So with that in mind, man, be sure to test about with your pressure, your brake pressure and everything like that, man, your braking force pressure, so that way you guys find something that is completely fine for you. Obviously for me it's 70% or 80%, whereas I like to push down slowly on my trigger and not fully push it down fully. But for you guys might want to pull down on your trigger absolutely 100% full, full send, push it all the way down. If that is the case, then that's fair enough. You want to be able to push that down to maybe 25%, maybe 30%, maybe 35%, depending on obviously what feels best for you. But obviously just have a little play around with the percentage on brake and pressure, so that way you guys know exactly how much you want is comfortable for you guys. So with that being said, man, that is completely everything from the tune, the internals, externals from this Ford Mustang, Sean's Ford Mustang 2+2 fastback. Man, let's go ahead now and start drifting. Alright guys, so here we are with the Ford Mustang on top of the hill here. We are sitting at nighttime right next to the Horizon Festival, just about to hit these S-bends, man. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this. This couldn't be really perfectly aligned with the film. The only thing that could be a little bit better is obviously if I was on Fortune Island. But obviously I am not, and that's not the case, but it's all good, man. But anyway, let's go ahead now and hit this run. Alright guys, so that is everything from Sean's 2+2 fastback Mustang, man. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button, man. As you guys already know, man, we are getting very close to Horizon 5, man, so big hype on that. Obviously, if you guys want to see more Fast and Furious cars or anything like that, man, be sure to let me know down in the comments. This is obviously a drift build for Sean's Mustang, so like I say, if you guys enjoyed that, be sure to hit that like button, man, and I shall hopefully catch you guys in the next video, man. Take care, peace.